Hello and welcome to the Planika Academy training course. In this video, we will guide you through the proper way to present the Tourmatic demonstration unit to interior designers. And although the process is relatively straightforward, it does require practice to ensure a smooth and professional presentation. Let's begin. Step 1. Preparation for the presentation. Before presenting the Tourmatic, it's essential to ensure everything is ready. A well-prepared setup will help you confidently showcase the unit's benefits. So let's go step by step. First of all, make sure you gather all the necessary items. The Tourmatic unit itself, which is packed in the suitcase along with the automatic fuel pump and the remote control. Your mobile app should already be connected to the Tourmatic, so make sure to do so before the meeting. Ensure you have access to a power supply, so bring an extension cord if necessary. Bring at least a 1-liter bottle of Planika bioethanol fuel, which is just enough for the presentation. Paper towels or tissues are always handy in case of any minor or major spill. Finally, don't forget a catalogue of Planika products and a price list to support your discussion. To make it easy for you, we've prepared a checklist of the mentioned steps, so use the link below the video to download the set checklist. Step 2. Setup. Now, let's talk about setting everything up. The first step is obviously to find a stable, flat surface for the Tourmatic. Only after ensuring the setup area is safe and prepared should you carefully remove the Tourmatic from its suitcase and place it on the table. And here is a pro tip for you: plug in the power supply as soon as you arrive, especially if the unit has been exposed to cool temperatures. This will help the system reach the power starting temperature faster. On top of that, we suggest turning on the power by clicking the power button on the touchscreen. This ensures quicker launch of the fireplace when you begin the presentation. And here is another pro tip for you. Before diving into the presentation, take a moment to engage with your audience. Start by introducing yourself and the Planika brand. And a few well-placed questions can help tailor the presentation to your customers' needs. Are they our interior design studio? Do they have previous experience with fireplaces or maybe bioethanol technology? Understanding their background will allow you to highlight the most relevant features of the Tourmatic. And here are some useful questions to ask before the presentation. Could you please tell me a little bit about the projects that your company works on? Are the projects that your company works on primarily residential or commercial? Have you previously worked with fireplaces in your designs? And if you did, what types of fireplaces did you use? Do you have any specific challenges or concerns when it comes to integrating fireplaces in your designs? And are you familiar with Planika fireplaces? With everything in place, now you're ready to begin the actual demonstration. We will now simulate a real meeting with a real interior designer. So please feel free to use any of the phrases that I will use in your future meetings. Step 3. Tourmatic presentation. Introducing the Tourmatic. Welcome to the Planika BV demonstration, which, as you can see, I will perform using our demo unit, the Tourmatic. I wanted to start by highlighting that this unit has a transparent front, so you can actually see inside that it's not just an empty fuel tank which you fill with bioethanol. It's a fully automated unit powered by Planika BV technology. The Tourmatic is a compact version of our flagship FLA4 model, specifically designed for demonstrations like this one. It's compact and it allows us to showcase the advanced technology behind our fireplaces in a very practical and easy to understand way without the need for a full-on installation. Refueling the fireplace. Refueling is obviously an important part of this demonstration as it highlights one of the main advantages of the BV technology, which is safety. Unlike traditional bioethanol fireplaces where fuel is poured directly into an open tank, Planika fireplaces use an automatic fuel pump which eliminates spills or overfilling. Oh, and here's a very quick tip for you. Always have paper towels and tissues ready just in case you spill any fuel around the table. And by the way, this is a perfect time to engage your customers in the presentations. Why don't you encourage them to do so? for example, like this. So now let me show you how the fuel pump actually works. I'll connect it to the Tourmatic, and if you'd like, you're welcome to help me with the refueling just so you can see how easy it actually is. Simply press and hold the black button on the pump to start the refueling process. As soon as the fireplace is full, the fuel pump will not allow you to put any more ethanol inside, which will be indicated by a beep. When that's done, refueling is done, and that means I can disconnect the fuel pump and store it safely. Starting the fireplace. Now, let's move to the exciting part, which is the starting of the fireplace. Before we start, it's important for you to know that the ignition process is designed to be both safe and efficient. You can start the fireplace in many ways. For example, you can just hit the button on the touchscreen on the control panel. You can also use your mobile app or the included remote control. How about today we use the remote control? And why don't you help me again? Go ahead and hit start. The first thing that you'll notice after starting the fireplace is that the flame does not appear straight away. That is because the system first needs to convert the liquid bioethanol into vapors. Please take a look at the inside of the fireplace and watch as the blue fuel pump moves the liquid fuel to the evaporator, a metal element underneath the burner. Now take your time here. Timing is key. Make sure there is no silent pauses during the ignition process. The evaporator heats the liquid fuel, turning it into vapors. And as soon as there is a sufficient amount of vapors, they are pushed through the burner where they meet the filament. In contact with the filament, a beautiful controlled golden flame is created. Therefore, this slight delay is completely intentional. It ensures the ignition is both safe and stable. The Planika BEV technology, or burning ethanol vapors, has been something we've been working on for close to 15 years. And since the flame is still yet to appear, let me show you why this technology is superior to traditional manual bioethanol fireplaces. With BEV, there is no direct contact between the liquid fuel and the flame, which means there is no soot, no unpleasant odors, and no need for a chimney. And since the ethanol doesn't boil inside the system, it can be safely integrated into wooden structures, media walls, and even yachts due to its cold base. And in addition to its clean and efficient operation, Planika fireplaces are equipped with several safety features placed on the left-hand side of the device, such as the CO2 sensor, a tilt sensor, a spillage sensor, and a temperature sensor. These advanced protections make Planika fireplaces the safest choice for your home or business. Adjusting the flame and turning the fireplace off. Once the flame is fully up, I'll show you how to change the flame level, which can be done in many ways, using a control panel, using the remote control, and using the mobile app. Whichever way you prefer, by pressing up or down, you pretty much change the level of vapors created by the evaporator. And for now, let's use the remote control. Why don't you help me by pressing the up button on the remote control to go up with the flame level? Here's another quick tip for you. Definitely make sure the fireplace is already fully lit up before encouraging your customers to play around with the remote. To do so, have a look at the control panel. If it still says starting, then the fireplace is not fully lit yet. Now, very frequently, your customers may ask whether the fireplace emits real heat. And I think you can already tell that it does by feeling the temperature, seeing the flame. And obviously the heat is an added benefit to the beautiful look of the Planika flame. In addition to adjusting the flame, I want to highlight the customization options available. You can choose different colors, length, and shapes to perfectly match your space and personal style. If you, for example, prefer a more refined look, you can also have the fireplace enclosed behind glass, giving it a sleek, modern appearance while adding an extra layer of safety. And as you may remember, I mentioned the ethanol never boils inside the system, which is why you could integrate the unit into a wooden housing. Why don't you go ahead and feel how cold the fireplace is underneath the burner? What's great about the BEV technology is that it's used in both indoor and outdoor products. And whether you're looking to enhance your living room, your patio, or your garden, this technology ensures that the fireplaces fit seamlessly into an environment offering the same efficiency and safety, whether it's indoor or outdoor. Finally, let me show you what happens if the fireplace runs out of fuel or if I just hit stop on the remote control. The remaining vapors of the bioethanol are safely combusted, which is why flames will be still visible until a certain point. Please note that the inner fuel pump reverses to return any unused fuel to the main tank. And the system then enters a cooling phase before it can be restarted or refueled. It will take up to 15 minutes for your customer to be able to refill the fireplace. The whole process is in place to ensure safety. Step 4. After the presentation. So this was the main part of the presentation, and I'm sure your customers found it very interesting. Now let's discuss how to bring it home and finish the presentation. While the fireplace is cooling, focus on the conversation rather than immediately packing the Tourmatic away. Engage with your audience by answering their questions, offering product catalogues, and discussing how Planika fireplaces could fit into their upcoming projects. And this is also the perfect time to build rapid and gather valuable feedback. In the meantime, you will surely hear a double beep from the fireplace indicating it is safe to be packed back into the suitcase. And once the discussion naturally starts to wind down, suggest that the architects or the designers come back to their work while you take a few minutes to pack the Tourmatic away. This keeps the focus on them and ensures a professional but very relaxed wrap-up to the discussion. When you pack the fireplace, remember you do not have to pump out any remaining fuel of the fireplace if there's any left. And as ever, we have some useful phrases and questions to ask after the presentation, such as: Planika fireplaces are designed to seamlessly fit into any project. How do you see this fireplace fitting into your current project? What sizes of fires do you usually implement in your works? As mentioned before, we offer a range of sizes and shapes for both indoor and outdoor. Do you also work on outdoor projects? Would you like more information on next steps? And are there any specific questions you'd like to address with this fireplace? Step 5. Finalize the meeting. And finally, follow up after the meeting. Make sure you send a thank you email, just summarizing key points and offer additional information if needed. A well-timed follow-up can keep potential customers engaged and increase the chances of sale. And that's it. You're now equipped to confidently present the Tourmatic demonstration unit to both interior designers and potential customers. With practice, your presentations will become more fluid and more engaging. Thank you for joining us for this training, and best of luck with your future presentations.